Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a kitting up. This kitting up is of this image here. This is actually, I'm going to move you down. I moved it up because of the picture, but so it's of this picture here. It's called The Sweet Garden by Chuck Pinson. It's from Dreamer Designs, and at the time I was able to get it for $33.33. I must have had like a coupon. I don't remember anymore because I got this back in October 2020. So it's been a while. I don't think this is available anymore on Dreamer Designs. I think Dreamer Designs doesn't sell Chuck Pinson anymore because they have, I think they might be exclusive in the US with Diamond Art Clubs. So yeah. This is not available anymore, but hey, it's in my stash, so it has to be done at some point, right? So this is a full drill with poured clue. There is 52 colors. This is a square. There are DMCs, and oh wait, this is a square, and there's one AB in this. It looks like there's a green AB in this one. And I'm kitting this up today, which is 7/30/2022. It's actually been like 3 weeks since I last kitted something up, and I had no real plans of kitting this up. But I was like, I'm kind of going through a kit up withdrawal, and I kind of want to do this. I think, I feel like it's a very fall picture, even though it doesn't have completely fall colors, but I mean, there's smoke coming out of the chimneys, and I think these are fall vegetables, right? I don't know. I've tried growing, I'm a black thumb, I've tried growing vegetables and it just doesn't happen. So I'm gonna go for either this is a spring picture or a fall picture, and I don't know. But either way, I think there's the Chuck-along is in September, so I figure I'll do this in honor of the Chuck-along. I'm not going to actually, I don't join the contests or the things like that. I just kind of diamond paint sometimes because something is, there's a event. So yeah, there's this one. So this one is a big one. It's a 60x80. So yeah, I actually only have very few large paintings. So I think I have another 60x90 from Dreamer Designs, and I think that might be it for my ginormous ones. Like, I have a couple that are maybe smaller than that, like I don't know, 50x70 or something like that, but I don't think I have too many in these big sizes. So I'm trying to get them done. So I'm gonna move this off somewhere because I don't want there to be, what do you call that? I don't want there to be static, hopefully. So, and if you hear some whirring in the background, that's my air conditioning unit. It's kind of a heat wave going on right now, and while it's not like as hot as it was last year when I got the 100-something degree weather, it's still been several days of 90-degree weather consecutively, so it builds up. So it came with this label sheet, but I remember the label sheets that have this clear backing as opposed to the yellow backing. I remember these are not removable. So what I'm going to do is get some masking tape. Can this fit? No, it's too big for the masking tape. So there's 52, half of 52 is 26. So I'm gonna cut it in half, and then I'm just going to cut it smaller. And I guess I could make a sign for my container using this here, because yeah, like I said, this I know this sticker is not removable from doing a different Dreamer Designs one. Oh my goodness. the backing is really hard to. So I'm getting some tweezers here. There, see, there's a clear backing. So, okay, it does not like sticking to masking tape, so maybe it is removable. Because it's not sticking to my masking tape. So maybe I'm lying. Am I lying? I just remember the last time this stuff was like sticking to my containers. Am I going to regret? Am I going to regret sticking this? Is it just so hot that it's not sticking? Okay, so I'm going to assume then that maybe I'm wrong. This stuff will remove from my containers. Famous last words. So I'm going to use this container here. It's commonly referred to as the Elizabeth Ward containers, but I got this from AliExpress. So yeah, this is actually not sticking. Is it because this is so old that it's no longer sticking? I guess we will see. So I guess since I'm not going to put it on the masking tape, I'll be able to just use this here, and I'll be able to keep the numbers. Yeah, it's not sticking, so I guess we will see. I'll be able to keep the numbers in there. So I'm just going to lightly score that. And hopefully it didn't go completely through. No, it did. It went through right here. Okay. And I'll do that to this one too. I don't know why I'm wanting to cut off this edge, but I am. So I'm hoping I'm not gonna regret this, where I think it's gonna be removable. See, it's not sticking to this. So I'm gonna hope that it really is not removable. Maybe it's because it's old. It's no longer. What do you call that? Super sticky anymore. I guess we will see. Okay. So I'm going to move you up a little bit so you can see the whole container there. So I'm just going to cut these out into individual. I did that thing with the blade so that there is a lip at the end that can hold them together, so this is not like in many pieces. I just wish there was a little bit more space at the top so that my lip at the end wouldn't be this small, but so yeah, it's not sticking. I might have to put. Am I gonna have to put like clear tape over this? Maybe it's because it's too hot. Or it's because this thing is like 2 years old. So since this is 2 years old, the quality of Dreamer Designs might have changed, maybe for the better, so we will see. I have done some newer Dreamer Designs ones. One that I got in 2021, and the end of 2021, that was like a year after this, and I really enjoyed it. It was the Christmas house that I did at the end of 2021. So, and I've had this one for a while, and I've been always meaning to do it. It just never happened. And yeah, I plan to work on this in honor of the Chuck-along. If there is a Chuck-along, usually it's September. I'm pretty sure it's September. I'm pretty sure it's September. In honor of it, because I don't join the contest. Okay. So, 2 bags. This one has 38. This one has number 7. So this must be the first bag here. I think. Okay, here's 1 through 7. Oh, but then this one has 49, so maybe... Well, we'll do this first. Well, maybe I should open both, because maybe when I put it away, I didn't put them in order. So, probably my fault. But this is the first strip here. So number 1. Yep, that really isn't sticking. Number 1, I think, can fit into here. See, the problem with using this system is that, you know, there's choices in sizes of containers, and for whatever reason, I'm very bad at deciding what is the right size for what. And I've had in the past where some of my bigger diamond paintings did not actually fit in this container, so. Okay, that fit. So where's my number 1? Here. So. Well, at least it looks like it sticks to this. So. So, let's see. Yeah, now that I might have to add some tape here. So I put it on here because the lid might, I usually when I diamond paint with this, I don't diamond paint with the lid. So the lids can end up somewhere else, and at least this I know I will keep the bottom. So, number 2. And I don't put the label on until after I know it's gonna fit in the container. Okay, so let's see. I did not, well, right now I didn't plan to put in a whip and chat this week, so on Wednesday's video should have been something else. And so I said last week that I was planning to go to my sister's house this weekend, and then have my mom stay at my sister's house. It didn't happen. My mom kind of like tweaked her back a little bit, so she was like, let's just stay and delay the going off to my sister. So I wasn't planning to record this weekend, so, but I figure if I'm gonna go over to my sister's house next weekend, then I should record. So I actually had enough videos recorded for this week that the Friday video was supposed to be something else, but I decided I think what it is I was looking through, like the last time I kidded something up was was the 10th of July, and for me that's too long of a hiatus. I kind of am a little bit addicted to the kidding up part of diamond painting. I don't know if I don't know if I'm the only one, but I do have a good amount of stuff already kitted up. So I don't know when this is going to be done, but what recently I've been kind of on a I've been on a square kick. It's been a while since I've done a round diamond painting. I've been pretty much doing squares and the special shapes, or like the partial things that are not on canvases. So yeah, I've been on a so 6 has 2 containers. Will it fit in this? Or do I need this one? Well, I'll put it into this one. So I've been on a square kick right now. So I figure maybe it's time to do this one. I might not do this until September. So I think the next couple kitting ups that I do are going to be fall themed ones. And I'm going to go for this is fall themed. We'll go do it. So even though I don't think it's completely fall themed, you know what I noticed is I really like the fall theme videos, but you don't see them as, I don't know, do I think I need that one, or will it fit in the small one? Well, but I haven't seen that many really nice fall themed ones from these premium diamond painting companies, so I haven't been getting them that I liked. I think I saw one on Dreamer Designs that was like fall themed and where they looked like they were camping, but for whatever reason I thought there was just too much in the picture, so I was like, no, I don't really like that one. So yeah, no, that probably wouldn't have fit in the small one. So yeah, I see a lot of like spring looking ones, and then I see winter looking ones. So, and I want to do fall themed ones that are not Halloween themed. So I don't want to do like, I mean, I like the Halloween themed ones too, but I kind of wish there were more fall themed pictures that were more like fall the fall, the season, and not Halloween ones. So, but yeah, I think next week, if I get up to it, I'm going to, for next week, I'm gonna look through my stash and find some fall and Halloween theme ones, because even though I'm not gonna join it, I know there's the Drills and Chills event going on. I think, yeah. So I'm gonna look through my stash and see. I do know already that I have several fall theme ones that I can do. I haven't actually joined. I actually joined Drills and Chills in 2020 before I had a channel. But ever since then, I have not actually joined, like officially joined, as in like I put my name in there somewhere to win prizes since that. Now I kind of just joined them in honor of the event and not necessarily joining it. So I have plenty of fall theme ones that are not these bigger ones that I could do. And I have a couple, I think I have a couple Halloween ones, maybe. Yeah, so I think the labels are not that sticky. Because I swear the last time I had the labels with this clear backing, it wouldn't come off of my containers. So maybe it's because it's hotter. The glue is slippery. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, I don't know, for me, when it's warmer, the glue seems stickier, or what ends up happening is drills would pop a little bit because, like, when you're diamond painting on top of it and then you put like your arm on over the drills, and and then like you pick up your arm and then now there's a whole bunch of drills stuck to your arm. I don't know if that's happened to some of you guys, but that happens to me sometimes. So I think the warm weather has caused some drills to pop for me. And I don't think it's the fault of the diamond painting. It's just the drills have been popping because the glue has been more warm. It's warmer, so then it's becoming a little more slippery. So they've been popping. Oh, did I miss some here? They've been popping. So that's what I've been noticing. I feel like my drills have been popping more because it's just so warm. But yeah, no, the weather has been crazy. Like I'm saying that it's unusually warm here right now, and then you see in other parts of the US they're flooding, and I'm like, the weather is going a little crazy. Like, yeah, no, this heat is not normal. Okay, so 14 has 4 bags. I guess that's the use of one of these, because this one had 2 bags and it's pretty full. Okay, so use one of these. I don't actually use this container a lot. It's actually one of my, I don't really like the container too much because it's just too big sometimes. But I barely ever end up using it. But it does look like there's a lot of this number 14. Just making sure they're all 14. 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. Okay. You know what? I'm going to cut this off because I'm paranoid. Okay. Make sure they're all 14. But... oh! Power outage! So, it's still recording! So, FYI! Okay, it was not a power outage. It was more, I don't know what didn't get recorded. But yeah, my mom turned on her portable AC in her room, and unfortunately this room shares the same circuit. So power outage. So we will see. It broke out. It broke the, yeah. So I had to flip the breaker and it's on again, but we will see. I thought it was a real power outage. We just had one like 2 weeks ago, I think, or 3 weeks ago. I don't know. There was a power outage, and it was like a 3-hour long one. It's like, it was from like 6 a.m. to like 9:30 in the morning. So I thought, oh man, another power outage. No, this was just the breaker. Apparently, my mom turned on her AC and it caused it. This actually happened to me when we were having the 100-degree days last year. I tripped the breaker a couple times because my poor AC was like, I can't do it, I'm just gonna stop and so 14, 15. So yeah, I have no idea what I was saying before the power outage before the breaker decided it didn't want to keep going. So let's see, this week, oh, there it is again. The power went out. Okay, I tripped the breaker again. So I think what I have figured out is my house, this room, which is the den, that's what they call it, the den, which I'm using as my recording room, craft room / office. So I do work on the other side of this room. I have 2 tables in this room. And my second bedroom where my mom is staying, they're on the same circuit, and apparently that one circuit cannot take two of these portable AC units running at the same time. So one good thing is my bedroom, the master bedroom, is on a separate circuit, so we're able to run the two of them at the same time during when I'm in the bedroom and she's in her room. But unfortunately this room and her room cannot have them running at the same time. So I have decided my mom is going to be the one with the AC, and I put on my just electric fan. So this might be the only video I record this weekend because it's going to be hot tomorrow too. But next week, I saw in the forecast, I was like, hey, does that say 60 something? I was like, oh my goodness, that's so awesome. It'll be like 60 something, I think on Wednesday or Thursday, so it'll be awesome. None of this consecutive hot days anymore. So yeah, this might be the only video I record this weekend. I might end up recording during the week then, because it'll be a tolerable temperature. But yep. So now all I have is my electric fan, which you can still maybe hear. I don't know. Hopefully. I know at some point I recorded a video, and then apparently the electric fan was going directly onto the microphone, and there was like a sound. I hope that's not what's happening right now. I don't have the fan directly hitting me, so hopefully that will stop that from happening. But yep. Okay. 17. Where is 17? It's this one. So yeah, it's been warm. It's been warm. I went and like on Friday, I went and bought some like ice cream and I brought it to work. But the thing is, Friday also is Friday, and Friday is probably the day that there's the most telework at my work. So it was not that many people physically at work on Friday. And plus a couple like people had the day off on Friday. And yeah, we had another positive case, so I was like so the folks that were in direct contact with that positive case had to stay home too. It wasn't in my group, but yep, had another. So it's spreading. So I went only on number 17. I could fit more in here. So yeah, it was very few people. So the folks coming on Monday could have some ice cream. Because sometimes someone brings in like donuts or something, and I was just like, I don't feel like donuts. I'm donutted out. And I was like, ice cream. But then I was at the store at like 6 a.m. buying the ice cream, and they hadn't stocked up yet, I think. So there was it was kind of slim pickings for the ice cream too. But yeah, so it was the last day of one of the people in my team on Friday. She was retiring after more than 3 decades at the place I work at, so we're losing tons of experience there. And she's like one of those folks that's really, really organized, and her area is very, very neat and clean. And I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I think in 6 months, I'm gonna send you a picture of the lab and see, hopefully it won't be such a pigsty or something, because yeah, we will see. Maybe, she instilled the neatness in the folks that are still here with us at work, that it'll be fine. Or, you know, like I said, because like whenever I would whenever I would make a mess in, because lots of times lab space, I was kind of just borrowing lab space, and so then I was like, okay, yes, I'm sorry, I know I made a mess, I'm gonna fix it, and all that stuff. So she was the one I was like, yes, she was the one that, you know, she liked her area clean, that I felt really bad when I made a mess when I borrowed her lab space. So I was like, yes, I'll fix it, I will. So now that she's not there, I guess we will see if her neatness is gonna carry on, or we're gonna have a downslope in how neat the area is. We will see. But other than that, like it's a little bit of a calm kind of. There's gonna be a storm, I guess, soon-ish. There's gonna be maybe two big projects possibly coming in the fall, and there's a big project, or there's a medium project that is starting up next week, so, or 2 weeks, next week, so that will be interesting. It's like sometimes these big projects are great, but then they're also disruptive. But yeah, it might get a little bit busy-ish, so it seems like I've been mainly using these small ones. I do have more containers off to the side to, you know, just make sure. But I like to kit up in as many of the small ones as possible, because I've had times where I wasn't able to fit all my colors in here unless I move some to these smaller ones. So yeah, there's just a little bit of a calm, maybe. I'm gonna have to recruit for the person that left, so hopefully find a good candidate. It does take a while to recruit at my work though, so. But at least I got permission to recruit, because anytime someone leaves, it's not just like oh, I'm gonna go recruit. Nope, I have to ask for permission from the higher ups to fill the position. And usually we're not really allowed to have an overlap, which kind of sucks, because, you know, it would be great if the person leaving could train, but that doesn't always happen. So yeah, gonna have some recruitment in my future. $27. So here's the next strip here. So I guess I've kind of run out. Like, there was nothing really entertaining happened this week other than it being unusually hot, where we're melting. We're not used to it. We're used to 60-degree weather in the summer, 60 or 70-degree weather in the summer. And that's what's great, because that's nice and mild. So, and now we've been melting. So I'll start answering questions from comments. So let's see. Gwen asked, do you have a video about your logbook? I really like the look of it. Yes, I actually do have a video of my logbook. I call it my journal, I actually have a playlist for my journal too. So I know somewhere in the front part of my channel, I do have a playlists. So like there's a kidding up playlist, a kidding down playlist, a completed playlist, an unboxing playlist, and then I believe I've recently made a journal playlist. So somewhere in there, I put in all my videos about my journal. So yes, there's a video. When I get around to answering this, I'll put a link. I'll send you I'll respond with a link, because these are all the comments I have yet to respond to, you know, typed wise. I'm actually not too far behind on my responses, so yay. Okay. So thanks, Gwen, for the question. Darnice asked, I'm binge watching your videos now. So this is she's commenting on a very old video of mine, like one of my very first videos in 2020, when I was happy to just have like 20 views in a video. So she asked, where are you originally from? I hear a little German or Danish. Do I sound German or Danish? I'm actually Filipino, so that's an Asian country. So if I sound German, I don't even know what a German or Danish accent sound. I'm really bad at accents. My sister says when I'm around my parents, I start gaining a Filipino accent, but I wouldn't be able to reproduce it right now. Like if I were to start trying to speak, I would not be able to start speaking with a Filipino accent. But no, I'm originally from the Philippines, now in Washington State in the US. I mean, I've been in the US since I was 4 years old, so I don't have an accent. I don't think I have an accent. I have actually been asked before where my accent was from, and I'm like, I don't know. I grew up in California. Maybe it's a California accent. But I don't know. But this is the first I've had someone tell me I have a German or Danish accent. Now I feel like I have to go YouTube, like Google a German accent and hear what it sounds like. I think this one has a lot more, so I might need a second size one. So thanks, Darnice, for the question. Julie asked, let's see. So this was in my 2022 finishes, January to June video. She just bought her first one, so welcome, Julie, to the crazy, addicting world of diamond painting. Do you have a video on how to get started and sealing your pieces? Thank you for sharing. So I think that's one of the videos I actually don't really have where I show how to start things. Well, this is pretty much how I start things. I kit it up. So this is, yeah, how I started. I kit it up and I label all my containers. This is not a necessary part of diamond painting. I know like some folks will just like cut these bags apart and then just use tape and like do that and tape it together and then just work from these baggies. That is not how I do it, but this is usually my first part of setting up a diamond painting, is this kitting up process. It makes diamond painting so much easier for me. And there are tons of storage possibilities for diamond painting. And this is just one of the many ways to kit up a diamond painting. And then after that, you just follow the guide and diamond paint from it. If you watch my whip-in chats, I guess that's where I show you how I diamond paint. And you will get better. Like in the beginning, you're like, wow, it's not straight, and then eventually it gets better. Or, you know, some folks don't care how nice or messy they diamond paint. My mom is that way. She's like, I can't see it, so all this stuff where you're saying it's not straight, she's like, I can't see it myself, so she's like, it's good enough. So in sealing my pieces, I actually don't seal pretty much most of my diamond paintings. Like, so I think I still need this big one. Can this fit? Maybe this, we'll see if this will fit into here. I don't seal most of my diamond paintings. I don't think it's necessary if you're not planning to display it without a framed, like, without like a frame that's glass, like has a clear covering. I don't think that sealing is necessary. But I have done a couple sealing videos too somewhere. It might be necessary to seal your diamond paintings during the summer though, because like I told you in the beginning of the video, I sometimes have been going on top of diamond paintings and then finding a whole bunch of diamond paintings on my arm. I mean, drills on my arm. So it might be necessary for some folks, especially if it's hot, to seal their diamond paintings during the summer. But most of the time, I do not seal my diamond paintings. But I have found that I tend to use the spray sealers, but I usually only seal like partials, like things like these stickers. I would seal this, and this one I use my Krylon Glitter Blast Clear, which I have some because I just unboxed it. This is probably my favorite spray sealer right now. I've tried a couple, and I've been meaning to do a video about me trying these out, but it's been too hot. It's actually much too hot to seal things, I think. There's usually a temperature range. It says to do in well-ventilated area when the temperature is 40 degrees to 85 degrees. So it's too hot. But yeah, I for whatever reason, I think that one has a much lower temperature range. Like, no, I mean, like, it could go even lower, which is great. So, and I've also used Minwax Polyacrylic, which is a liquid sealer, and that would probably be my second favorite sealer. And that's just like a wood sealer, like a wood varnish sealer kind of thing. So yeah, I do know in the beginning of diamond painting, because I did the same thing where you watched a whole bunch of videos about sealing, and because you really thought you really need to seal them, but I have found that it's not necessary. But I live in a normally temperate climate. It's not normally this hot. A normally temperate climate, so I have not had issues with the drills popping too much. So, all right. Thank you, Julie, and welcome to diamond painting. We're a growing community. So let's see. Lily asked what the thin black tape you used on several canvases is what sort of tape it is. I like the thickness of it. Is it washi tape? Thank you. I think you mean like I've been using this tape here. I forgot what it is. I forgot what it was called, but it was like tape that you're supposed to use on like dry erase boards to give it grid lines, and I was mainly looking for just black tape because I wanted to put black tape around my canvases, because when you cut them, since I tend to cut my canvases and put them on a black paper, I wanted to put black tape on the side so you don't normally see the white of the canvas. And then while I was looking for black tape, I saw this and I was like, that looks really thin, and it was a lot. It was cheap for the quantity of meters that I was getting, because when I look at tape, I care about the total quantity of meters, because yeah, you pay for tape by the length and not necessarily by the roll. So because I'm one of those crazy people who divide things by length. But yeah, I ended up really liking it because it's a really narrow narrow width. So it's like a 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, it's a 1/4 of an inch. So that's what I've been using. But if I remember, well, I will respond to this comment by the time I get to, I'll give a link to the response when I type it up. So let's see. Colleen asked, so this is my 2021 finish video. She asked, what's the name of your channel? Your paintings are amazing and beautiful. The name of my channel is on the video, I think, right? So it's Joan Diamond Paints. So thank you, Colleen, for the question. Rita asked, do you still put tape around the edges when you diamond paint? If so, when do you do that? When starting the diamond painting? I do sometimes put tape around the edges if it's a lot of excess stickiness. I haven't been doing it as much during the summer because in the winter I needed it because I was wearing long sleeves, and then I would get like my clothes fluff on my edges of the diamond painting. But during the summer, I guess it will just be taking up dead skin, I guess, instead. That sounds kind of gross. But in the summer, I'm not wearing long sleeves, so I have a tendency to not cover it up as much. But I do usually do it right before I diamond paint, and usually like while I'm sectioning off the diamond painting. I've been using this tape to section off diamond painting. So like, do I have a diamond painting? So like I would have like the diamond painting, and then I'd section, I would put a line here, and then I think this one I'd probably just section it off into 6 pieces. That's that, and then at that time I would put in some tape on the sides, depending on if it has a lot of excess glue. But that's when I do it. I used to just use this here. Like, these are the remnants of double-sided adhesive diamond paintings, and you can buy these things as, they call them like cover paper, I think. You can buy these where they're probably about like that big, and you could also use that to cover your diamond painting. I know a lot of folks don't like using the plastic cover too. But sometimes I like leaving the plastic cover in because it rolls with the diamond painting. I don't know if that makes sense. While these things here can start, like if it's a big diamond painting and you have some that are rolled past your table, it starts like coming up because it's a little bit less flexible than the plastic. So that's why I've been sectioning things off with the tape instead of doing what I used to do with the cover paper. But I still use the cover paper like when I'm diamond painting. I would have this on top because my sections are large. So what I end up doing is I would still use the cover paper on top of the like sections that I'm not diamond painting yet, and then I move it and then I put this there. It's mainly, yeah. If you've seen some of my whip-in chats, you might see me doing what I'm saying. But yeah, I usually put the tape around my edges before starting, because that's usually when I'm sectioning off my canvases too. So thank you, Rita, for the question. So Desiree asked, how long does it take to make 10 in a row for you? I don't know what you mean by 10 in a row. You mean like 10 diamond paintings or 10 across? 10 drills across. I mean, okay, so I guess 10 diamond paintings. It depends on the size. I've noticed 30 by 4, like the 25 by 35 diamond paintings, they take me usually about 7 to 9 hours, I would say. While the 40 by 50s would usually take me like 20 to 25 hours to do. And it depends also on whether there's a lot of colors, because when you change out the colors, that does increase the time. So 38 has 2. I don't know what size. Might need this one. So if you mean 10 in a row drills, I diamond paint with a 5-placer, so that would just take like, I don't know. So thanks for the question. Julie, let's see, asked me, do you sometimes order canvases instead of the kits? Are you able to do that? It would, and so she asked me this in a kitting down video. I have ordered and I started working on it. I really need to go work on that again. I have a coloring book diamond painting image that I've been using my spare crystal rhinestones on. So there's been ones where you can order the coloring book ones and then you fill it in yourself. I don't know if you could just order a canvas without the drills, because lots of times they do come just kind of packed together. I'm guessing as diamond painting keeps going and then folks' leftover stashes get bigger, there's going to be more opportunities to use the spare drills. I've seen the coloring book images come up in more than one place. And then there's the folks doing the cross-stitch patterns on blank canvases, which I've done also. And so I think as diamond painting continues to evolve, get bigger, there's going to be more possibilities to end up using these spare drills. So, she asked another questions. How come there's so many different shades of the same numbers? That's because different manufacturers just have slightly different shades. And it's kind of like paint. Like you could go to buy paint and buy white paint, but then you buy the same brand and the same white, and you open the next one and it's slightly a different white. So it's kind of like paint. Every time it gets manufactured, and depending on the manufacturer, it might just be a slightly different shade. And you can tell lots of times. I've even had diamond paintings from like the same diamond painting where the drills they were slightly different shades and you could even see them. So you figured, okay, they manufactured these at separate times. Or it could also be that the diamond painting company ran out of said color or something and decided to substitute it with a alternative DMC, but did not bother telling you that it was an alternative DMC. I figured that happens too, because you might run out and they're like, oh, I need a, I don't know, purple, and let's find a close purple, and they're like, this is that close purple. So that could also probably cause some of the shade differences. Sorry for all the questions, I'm new to diamond painting. Oh yeah, thanks. Oh yeah, this is Julie who asked the previous question. No problem with the questions. It gives me something to talk about, and we were all new at some point. So I welcome the questions. And again, welcome to diamond painting. So 41 has 4 bags, so I think this one is going to need another one of the big ones. So thanks for the question. And Sheila, what did I say? Sheila asked me, She'd be interested in knowing what I use to video my channel segments. Would you mind giving some ideas and pointers of this? Love your channel. Thank you, Sheila. I actually made a video. It's just never, it's actually probably like 3 months old. It's just never made, it's never made it to my channel. So I should go and post that. Yeah, I'm like thinking, do I have something for this Saturday? I might post it on Saturday. No, I think, no. Yeah. I do have the video, I just haven't posted it. And so what I actually use to make my videos is my camera up here is actually just a tablet. It's my old tablet. And remarkably, I think the picture, while not beautiful, is good enough. And the main thing is, I've noticed, is you need lighting. A lot more lighting than you think. It needs to be bright in the room, and even with a inferior camera, it's usually good enough. So yeah, I use a tablet, and then I have a tablet holder, and I move it up and down based off of that. I don't have a microphone, so what's picking up what the tablet's picking up is from the microphone of the tablet, and then I cast the tablet, what's on the tablet screen, I cast it to my TV that I have in this room, which is like just right there, so I can see what's on camera, and then I have a whole bunch of lights, and that's pretty much it. I don't have anything that special. I did not buy anything. Oh, there's a lot of 42 also. So 42 has 4 bags also. I didn't buy anything special, so I might actually be using these big ones. Sorry. These big ones. A lot of green in this. The two so far, this third one that needs the big one is also a green. So, what was I saying? I don't know anymore. What was I? Yeah. So yeah, I do have the video. I should post it, so you guys can see my video setup. I recorded it like 3 months ago, so yeah. So yeah, in the end, when I started, the only thing I ended up buying in the beginning, in the very, very beginning, was just my tablet stand. I had originally used my phone to record, but I have this tablet, and I didn't like the idea of my phone being used for recording, because in case, I need my phone for something, I didn't want it to be taken up by being my camera. And I record really long videos, so it's been working out for me. And plus my tablet has a really easy to remove SD card, because I go through a lot of micro SD cards because I make really long videos. So it has a really easy to remove SD card thing that I use to transfer my videos to my computer. Okay, is this gonna fit? I might have to put some stuff in here, even though it's not gonna be in order. So yeah, that reminds me, I should post that video, because I don't know why I haven't posted it yet. So 43 has 2, so I probably need this size here. So thank you, Sheila. Let's see. Anna asked. Let's see. Also, during one of my kidding downs, I think right before I recorded. See, I don't know if you realize my kidding downs are probably 1 month ahead. Like I recorded like a month ago, maybe. Unless I decide to switch around what order my videos are in. A lot of my kidding downs are recorded a month ago. And I think at the time someone gave a really, really mean comment on one of my kidding downs where they were said something like that what I was doing was a waste of time and money, and it wasn't intellectually stimulating or something like that. I can't remember. It was like over a month ago. And I think I mentioned it in that kidding down because, like I said, it was fresh in my brain. And see, that's the thing. If you're doing a channel, you have to kind of have a semi-thick skin because people can be mean. But majority of people are very, very nice and positive. But there are, you know, those people who are just mean. but like they wrote a comment about like, yeah, it being a waste of time and money, and I just made mention of it. And so Anna said that if what you do makes you happy, why does a stranger's opinion matter? That is very true. Like, for whatever reason, kidding up and kidding down make me happy. Diamond painting makes me happy. This is why we do this craft. We wouldn't be doing this craft if we didn't enjoy it. So, and some people might think kidding down or kidding up is a waste of time, but for me, I enjoy doing it. I feel like I think the reason I really got into diamond painting is not because of just the diamond painting part itself. I mean, diamond painting, I enjoy diamond painting, and I enjoy the finishes. I enjoy how much it sparkles. But I think my main thing that I like the most, which is kind of sad but funny, is this kidding up part and the organizing part, and then the organizing the leftovers. I think I like that more than the actual diamond painting itself. Although I do like diamond painting too, so it's not like a thing where I don't like the diamond. I know some people don't like this part either. So I think it's just like something we enjoy. I don't intend for this to be like a channel where I'm trying to say my platform. I'm not a politician. This is just a channel because I made this channel because for whatever reason, of all the crafts I've ever tried in my life, diamond painting has been the one that stuck the most, and I have gotten the most like enjoyment and obsession, addiction with it. It's been the craft that I have liked the most. And even going in 2 years since I started, because I started in 2020, this was my pandemic hobby, I still really like this craft. You would not be seeing me making this video and this channel if I didn't really love this craft. So yeah, I agree. Like, I should not take anyone's opinions to heart. It's really difficult though. Like you read a comment, you're like, okay, and you know in your brain that you should not be paying it attention. And I try not to let anything get to me, because you will not last in this whole YouTube universe if you did not have some sort of thick skin, because like I said, some people can be mean, and when they're mean, they're like really mean. So, but yeah, the whole diamond painting thing makes me happy. So, and I'm sure it makes a lot of you guys also happy, because why else are you watching this video? Or, you know, maybe you just like hearing me talk for whatever reason. But yeah, I agree. Thank you, Anna, for the really nice words. So next one, Sylvia, let's see, asked, where did I get my timer from? I have one that doesn't seem as user-friendly as yours seems to be. I got it from Amazon. Oops, I didn't put the sticker on this one. I got it from Amazon. My main criteria for my timer was it had to be able to do hours and not just minutes. Because guess what? Sometimes I spend hours diamond painting, not just 60 minutes or 90 minutes or 99 minutes. So yeah, I do believe maybe that I have a link to the timer in my Amazon storefront, which is an affiliate link, so I will get some commission from that if you do purchase from my affiliate link. But yeah, I just got it from Amazon. It's a normal kitchen timer. So when I respond to this comment, hopefully I respond to it at some point, I'll send the link on the typing. So I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm like, I need to put in some sort of hand gesture that says I'm going to type out the response. So next question, Bobby says, I do like your videos, but can you please limit the word so? I'm seriously not trying to be a bee. Okay, so you know what? I do know I sometimes say some words more often than others. I think I've noticed when I try to stop saying one word, a new word makes its way into my normal vocabulary. Like I used to say I think a lot more than I do now, and I've gotten away from that. And there's been a couple other words that I don't remember what I said that I've stopped saying as much as I used to. And I guess so now is my new transition word. And yeah, see now now and is probably turning out to be my new transition word. But I've decided not to worry too much about it. But it also is helpful. Like these kind of things are a little bit helpful too in helping me have a more, I don't know, what's the right word? Sound better at public speaking, because yeah, my job now requires me to do a lot more presentations and things like that, and you don't want to sound like, yeah, you want to be able to just go from one topic to another topic to another topic without having the transition words or things like or things like that to go from one part to another, because it does sound more professional that way. So I truly do appreciate these kind of constructive criticism, as long as it's not like you being like, I can't watch you anymore because you said the word one too many times, which I've had that told to me. But I am aware that I have not been trained in doing any sort of I don't know. What do TV people and broadcasters train in? Where they could just talk without saying all of these extraneous words that you shouldn't be saying. I haven't been trained in that. If you watch my earlier videos, I feel like I was much worse at the talking, and I've gotten better. Maybe, I don't know if it's even better. I've evolved. My language has evolved as this channel has gotten longer. So I just said so. I don't say certain verbal tics as much as I used to, but it's one of those things that it helps me continuously speak. Do you know how hard it is to continuously speak? It's much harder than you think. My mom is more like, I'm surprised you can talk as loud as you could do. So thank you for the constructive criticism. Colleen asked me, so Colleen is commenting on my 2020 completed diamond painting video, which is still my most watched video. I actually still get a good amount of views for that video up to now, even though that was from January 2020. She asked, what is my Instagram account name? I'd like to follow you on your account. I think my Instagram account is Joan_diamond_paints. That's one word. The diamond paints is one word. But there is a link in the video. And I will type up my response to this when I get around to answering the comments, which I'm not as behind. I might end up answering my comments after this video is done, because I don't think I'm going to get much recording done this weekend, because it's too hot. And I just found out, as you saw in the earlier part of the video, that my mom and I both cannot be turning on the air conditioning at the same time in these two rooms because they share the circuit. So I'm gonna have to move into my bedroom, which is on a different circuit, and maybe instead of recording more videos this weekend, I'll actually answer my comments. Yeah, maybe. And I'll be like, I'll be on time now. You guys will be like so shocked that I answered your comment right away. So thank you. So Todokai Crabs asked me, I've been curious about the folder, so I'm thinking it's my portfolio books. Is there a difference in sizes compared to the normal A3 black versions you get in the craft store? You know, I'm guessing. I think at some point I think you're in Europe. I remember. I don't remember exactly where, but in the U.S. we don't have A3 portfolios in the craft store. Unfortunately, these things. Oops. We don't have, they're not, I've seen it on some other channels where it just seems like they go to the store and they can buy for like less than $10 in US dollars. They could buy these portfolio books. The A3 portfolio books are not available like just walking into a store in the US. So the only place you could buy them really is online. Because A3 is not a common US, it's not a paper size. And that's why if you see me doing the portfolio book, you see me getting a 12 by 18 inch construction paper and cutting it to size, because we don't have A3 paper here either. If there is A3 paper, I would have to buy it online, and it probably came from outside of the US, and it's expensive. So they probably are similar to the A3. So thank you for your question. So Kimberly asked, does the DMC work for the diamond art? So this is from a Kidding Down video. Yeah, I think the DMC is usually for the thread, right? That is used for cross stitch and diamond painting. I think diamond painting must have been like a sister, I don't know, a sister craft developed from cross stitch, and that's why if you ever see on AliExpress, they kind of call this like diamond painting cross stitch. It was always very confusing to me, but diamond painting uses the same color codes as cross stitch does. So yeah, the DMC works for the diamond art. So Barbara asked, am I the only one who likes drills and strips rather than baggies? I kind of almost do prefer them in the strips. They make it a little bit easier to kit up, but I know folks like them in the baggies because they don't kit up and they just leave them in the baggies. For kitting up purposes, the strips are easier and they tend to pour into the containers better than in the baggies. So, but I'll take either way. The strips are nicer because they tend to be in order. So Barbara asked also, thanks Barbara for all the questions. I know you do ask a good amount of questions, but hey, like I said, it gives me stuff to talk about. So she asked, is there a trick to removing the top of the double-sided tape? You make it look so easy. I don't know, maybe because I have nails. You have to make sure that the edge is really well in there before you try to peel it up. I probably could have fit this in this one, but it's already poured into there and I have space. Another question, what portfolio book did you put your giraffe in? I guess I would have to look that up. Where did you buy it? It looks dirtier. If it was one of my black portfolios, my black cover portfolios, I bought that, depending on the size. If it was a smaller one, if it was 11 by 14 portfolio, I got that from Jerry's Artorama. And then if it's my big one, which is probably not the big one, I got that from MrArt.com. And then these colored portfolio books that you're seeing from my PR packages, those are A3 presentation books. And as far as I could see, they all look like they're the same brand because it has like a brand on there. Oops, I still have one more. So I think they're like the same. They're just different colors. But my black ones tended to come with paper in there. So I think I'm going to put these in order of number. Because with this many colors, it's easier when they're in order. So letters. So I'm gonna just put all these greens together there, but then the letters. So I saw an A, so maybe I should just put all the letters next to each other so that I don't miss any of them. Here's B. Oops, I meant, here's the B. C. And then numbers. Those are symbols. Man, these labels are not staying down. As long as they stay down long enough for me to diamond paint this, that's all I need. These are letters, more letters. These are letters. And I also like to put the things that look like letters in with the letters, like that's a sideways H. So I'll put that next to the H's. I think that's it for the letters. So C, D, E, so here's E, F, G, H, so there's that H, and then there's this H, I, J, I know there's a J, it won't fit, J, K, so I'm just gonna add, you know what, I had space, so I'm going to, I know I have more of these small ones, so I'll add some small ones there. Oop. J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, and that's not going to fit. S, T, U, I don't see a V, X, Y, Z. Okay, numbers. So 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. 9 won't fit. So, like I said, I remember there was space. So 9 up here. So what next? What's next? So I put all of these greens in the end because those are, I'm guessing I'm going to see those a lot. So I tend to start putting them in by like similar things. So like arrows and triangles and things like that. Although this is a triangle too. Do I have any more triangles? No more triangles. Okay, so things. So math symbols, maybe math symbols, or keyboard symbols. We'll do keyboard symbols. Oh, there's an equal sign. Well, you know what? I'm just going to put that math symbol there. And then now I'm just going to do things with lines. These are all things with lines. Well, this is kind of a line. Well, there. And then these things are things with circles, or half circles. And then I don't know what the heart is. Well, this one's an arrow. I should put this in with my arrows here. I'll eventually end up, and they'll end up just naturally moving to a spot. So now I have all these available. Hopefully, what I took out, I'll be able to put these back in. There. So yeah, there is that finished. All kitted up and ready for me to diamond paint. So that's all I have for today. So thank you guys for giving me questions to talk about while I'm diamond painting, while I'm recording this video. And yeah, this one might have been a longer video than normal because of all the power outages. But that's all I have for today. So thank you very much for watching and happy diamond painting. Bye.